Welcome back to the channel. So this is gonna be episode number 17 of my van build series, and today we're cooking up a countertop. First things first, we're gonna talk about the elephant in the room here. And my van currently still does not run. Hasn't run in a while, and we're at that stage of a ball joint. So this episode I'm not getting it running, nor am I fixing my ball joint, but I'm gonna turn my attention to the inside. So I guess forgot, I don't know if that's the right word, but I neglected to finish the inside of my van. I got to the point where it was usable but not done. So now that it's out of commission, I finally have to work on my van. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna work on finishing the inside. So first things first, I got my little cabinet here. It has no top, and I've kind of enjoyed having it with no top because I can just load my gear up, just mount it up, which is chaos, but also that's the way I roll. So I like it. But I am gonna finish a countertop. I'm gonna make it hinge up at the back here. Hinge up at the back there. So basically what I've got going, I got some cardboard here, make a template. And I got this here project panel made with spruce. It's a few pieces laminated together. And so that's basically, hold on a second. So that's basically gonna fit on top like that, hinge up. So that's the plan. I'm gonna work on it. Oh, about this. So I'm gonna burn the grain up. So instead of like staining it, I'm gonna hit it with the torch. Anyways, that's for later. First things first, I'll show you where I'm at now. So I added this here piece of wood. It's like a 1x2. It adds a lot more stability. I have that front piece. I added this thing up. It's just screwed into that. And then I added this one. This looks a little hokier. But basically, I have 3 sections here that have to be countered off. You have the main countertop here. The front one, because of that fire extinguisher, it can't fold up with the rest. So I think I'm gonna Velcro that and make it like a secret stash spot. And then there's one at the back here. I'm probably gonna put a hinge here and have this flip up that way. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm just gonna get to it. I'm going to cut some templates out of cardboard, and then I'm gonna get back to work, and I'll show you what's going on at that point. Okay, I'm in the garage now. I have my panel board laid out to be cut. I'm gonna rough cut these 2 sections. This big section, I'm just gonna cut it as straight as possible. I'm working with only a jigsaw, which is not really the correct tool for the job. It would be nice to have something that could cut a straighter edge, but it is what it is. My workmanship, if you have watched, is not the best. So anyways, I'm gonna get my saw and give it a go. Okay. Okay, so I'm sort of done for now. What I have going here, that's my 3-part countertop. So basically this part is gonna be a little secret compartment that I think I'm just gonna put little Velcro circles on. Then this essentially will flip up. And then this, I think I'll have it on a separate hinge right there. I don't think that's gonna work. So worst case, this end piece is going on Velcro too, which might actually be the solution here. But anyways, basically tonight, I'm gonna sand all this down. So I'm just gonna take it inside, sand it down, and then I'll come back when I do my burning to stylize this a little bit. And then I'm gonna stain it up tonight. Not stain. Then I'll put a clear coat on it. Varnish? Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get all the finishing work done. And then tomorrow I'm gonna come back out here and I just have to mount it. And then hopefully I don't have to cut anything. But it is getting dark now, which means it's gonna get even colder. It's like -5 or 6 right now. And I don't wanna keep working. Other than I will continue working, but it'll be in the comfort of my garage. So yeah, anyways, I will see you back with the sander. So I'm out here in the garage now, and I got all my pieces here on the freezer, and I'm gonna sand them down. I got this rigid orbital sander. Apparently it's not plugged in, but I'm gonna sand it down. This is like pretty sanded, so I'm gonna start with 40, but maybe even on the face I might just go with the 60, 80. We're gonna go all the way up to 240 because I have that. So yeah, this is just me sanding. So since I deleted every one of my time lapses, the time lapse of me sanding is gone. But luckily I just learned how to use stock footage. So here's something tenuously related to sanding. Okay, so I have all my pieces sanded up to 240, and they're very smooth. I quite like the feel, but part of me thinks the feeling is just like from being shaken from the vibrations of the sander. It just makes things feel a little strange. Anyways, so I'm gonna get down to burning these. So I'm gonna start with these end pieces first, because this thing I think is gonna be the most difficult to evenly burn. So I want to test my, I guess, abilities on these things here. So yeah, this bad boy, oh, safety, got the adjustable flame. I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to flip these over and start with the bottoms and the edges, and let's see what happens here. Let's go like that. I think that looks pretty sweet, to be honest with you. So, let's toast this bad boy up a little more. Okay. Let's do this edge first. Okay, this is the moment of truth. This is the most important piece, the front of the cabinet, the back. Damn, you know what? I'm very happy right now. So I am thoroughly impressed right now. I think this is gonna look so good. I think it's kind of turned out better than I was expecting. Nah, honestly, it turned out exactly as I was expecting. I don't really know what else to say, but I'm gonna wipe this down really good, and then I'm gonna do some clear coating. So that's pretty much it until I start clear coating. Okay, I'm out here in the garage. I got some Varathane triple thick clear satin clear coat finish, and that's what I'm going to use to spray this down. I refinished a table, which is the table I use for my podcast and for filming. Check out the Sarge Inc. podcast on Spotify. Anyways, I have this left over, so this is what I'm going to use. I'm basically going to spray down this piece and the two end pieces. And because it is so cold in my garage, I do not trust this heater. So I'm going to take it inside the den to let it dry in a properly heated house. But I'm just going to spray it and then move it. So this actually changed color quite a bit. The coloring's bad because the lighting's bad in my garage, but you could really see it lighten up, or brighten up, I should say. Move this piece. Okay, it is the next morning. These things have all been drying overnight, so it's probably probably 14 hours now. I think it's about, well, it's noon. I said the morning, but I just finally got around to it. Anyways, I think it's plenty dry enough, at least. I got 2 solid coats on there, which I think is gonna be fine. Worst case, I can spray on some more when it's in the van, but sorry, my dog's whining. I don't think that's going to be an issue, so I'm going to take some little glory shots here, and then I'm going to take some, I'm going to film this a little bit harder, and then I'm going to go take it out to the van and meet you there. Okay, so here we go. I got my end pieces, I got my centerpiece. I'm just going to put them down gently. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. So that's my main piece, my end piece, and this is my other end piece. It's like that. So that's basically that. So these end pieces, I think I said it before, but I'm gonna put little Velcro dots on here on the edge of this one. So this is a little secret compartment. And then this rear one, in my head originally it was gonna flip up like that, but that's not going to. Then I thought I could flip it up like this, but then I thought about it harder, and I'm just gonna put Velcro dots on that one. So that's my plan of attack right now. I'm gonna add Velcro dots and stick the end pieces down, and then I'm gonna get onto engineering the hinges on this center section. Okay, so I have a solution here. It is not the best solution, but this is definitely an engineering fail because my table is not, like, this distance is longer than this distance. So when I flip it up, it's gonna be a pain. So I have one hinge off-centered, and that's gonna be the only hinge I put it on. And I gouged this out with a chisel, and I'm just gonna screw it on. It's definitely not gonna be the best solution, but it's gonna work good enough, because at the end of the day, this lid's gonna be down, or it's gonna be up. You know, it's not that critical. It's not a structural piece, really. So, yeah, I'm just gonna screw this in, and then go inside, warm up, and put up my treadmill, because at least it is the new year. And good year, no. Because it is the new year, and I have a treadmill to put together. New year, new me. I fucked it up entirely. I think that's good enough for now. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. This thing works well enough. Like, that might annoy people, but I think it'll be fine. At the end of the day, I'm probably gonna rock it like this, overflowing with stuff. But now I have a countertop where I can put my stove, so I can cook here if I'm going full stealth mode. But essentially it's just a well, I could even like play cards or whatever. Write on my journal. Whatever I want to do, I could write on my hard surface here. But yeah, it was meant basically to cook in stealth mode. I should put a stove on there. Anyways, pretty much I'm getting really dang close to finishing this van. I had to put in these panels here so I could finish this. So I really only have the trimming above the doors and then that ugly spot at the front there left to go. So I might not even make another video of me finishing this work in the van, because you can pretty much picture it. But anyways, that's it. I'm gonna stop talking. I got my beautiful fire crisp countertop. Have a good one.